If you're thinking about buying a home in Greater Boston, then I want to help you prepare for the different costs that are going to be associated with your home purchase. My name is Kyle Zine with Xander Realty Group, and today I want to talk to you about the 5 primary costs that you should consider when you're going to purchase a home here in Greater Boston. Number 1, and it's probably the most obvious one, there's going to be a down payment. Now, a lot of people believe that it requires a 20% down payment to buy a home. And while yes, you could put down 20%, you don't have to. There are a lot of other different loan programs out there where you could put down as little as $0 if you qualify for a VA loan. Or maybe you're going to buy in a more rural area. We have 0 down loans for that. We also have loans with as little as 3 to 3.5% down. So the down payment is going to depend on the loan type, but that's obviously one of the costs that you're going to need to consider. Number 2 is you're going to want to get an inspection on any home that you purchase. So once your offer is accepted on a home, you're going to hire an inspector to come out and take a look at that home. These are general home inspectors. They're going to look at everything from the floor to the roof and everything in between, looking at the plumbing, the electrical, the HVAC system, and all of the other stuff that's important. And so there's typically going to be an upfront cost to get that inspection completed. We do work with an inspection company that is very thorough. However, they are also very flexible in time and affordability. So one of the cool little perks with working with our team is they actually keep certain slots open for us in case of emergencies. But you're definitely going to want to get an inspection done. Number 3 on the list is you're going to need to get an appraisal, assuming that you're getting a loan. The bank is going to want to make sure that the value of the home is at least the price that you're paying for that home. So they're not going to give you a $1 million loan on a property that's only worth $800,000. They're doing an appraisal to make sure that it's worth at least the price that you're paying. And hey, in a perfect world, ideally, it appraises for higher than what you're paying. But an appraisal is going to need to get done, and that could be anywhere from $400 to $500 or up to a couple $1,000s if you're buying a multi-million-dollar property. And number 4 on the list, you're going to have closing costs. So closing costs, there are a variety of things that go in there. And that's going to be the cost for the title insurance, the escrow company, notary fees. There's typically going to be some lender costs and underwriting stuff included in there. These costs are going to vary quite a bit depending on the type of loan that you do. There's a thing called points when you're determining what your interest rate is going to be on your loan. You could pay more points and get a lower interest rate, or pay fewer points and take a higher interest rate. So there's going to be a variety of factors that are going to come in there. I'd say on average, you're going to be probably around 2%, but that could go down as low as 1%, and I've also seen it go as high as 3%. There are a lot of variables in there, but around 2% is kind of what you want to expect for those closing costs. And then after closing, well, you're going to have to move. So there's always a cost associated with moving, whether you're going to hire movers or you're going to rent a truck, a U-Haul. They always talk about like these things I see where the side of the truck says it's $50 to rent the truck. Well, that's like $50 just for walking inside the door to U-Haul. By the time it's all said and done, they charge you per mile, they charge you to use a dolly, they charge you to use moving pads, they literally charge you for everything. It ends up being hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars, to actually rent one of those things. So just be prepared for that and make sure you plan ahead. So if you're watching this video and you want to buy a home here in Massachusetts, and you want to work with a team that is going to be aware of and potentially offset some of those costs for you, then we here at Xander Realty Group would love that opportunity to be your agent. Give us a call, shoot us a text at the number below, and I'm Kyle Zine. We'll talk to you soon.